a very important personality. We've succeeded to connect to the national chairman of the Social Democratic Front, Fru Ndi, John Fru Ndi, whom I'm told is on the line. Chairman, we are happy to have you on Press Hour today.
Issues that are plaguing our country.
Yes, Chairman, I'm going to ask you what is the contribution of political parties, especially the Social Democratic Front, that you are the national chairperson. What is the Social Democratic, what are political parties doing in general, and what is the Social Democratic Front doing in particular to end the crisis in the Northwest and Southwest regions?
When you ask about the contributions of political parties, when we started off, we were working together. But today, the SDF found ourselves alone on the field amongst the opposition parties. And nonetheless, we still continue with the spirit of 1990, that we came up with a program that we wanted to sell to Cameroonians, and we sold this program and they bought it, and that's why the SDF candidate was voted in the elections of 1992.
The SDF is credited for bringing reforms to the electoral system in the country, especially the transparent ballot boxes.
Yeah, well, the ballots they're transparent, but the rigging has not stopped. Because I remember one elections in Santa, people ironed ballot papers in envelopes, and were putting 10 ballot papers at a time and all the like. When I caught up with this, I called the man who was running around then, trying to manage the elections for the other parties, that he should come, let me give him 10 envelopes, and he puts them into the ballot box to tie together the way those that rigged with did. He laughed, oh please, I can't do this, blah blah, you know how to talk them. And so the problems we have in the country are problems that we made them ourselves, and we have to look for solutions ourselves.
Chairman, you were kidnapped, I think, severally by the separatists. What was your experience in their camp?
Well, it's an experience that I pray and hope that so many people don't experience it, because it is not very healthy. Though I was not tortured in the camp the way they torture other people, or beheaded, otherwise I'll not be here talking. But just one night in their camp, and the way they dragged me on the floor, I have bruises. I have bruises here. The scars are still there. And then when I got there, I sat on a bench with all the soil that had fallen on it, and that's where I slept for the night. So I was really shabbishly treated. Whereas I heard other people say that when they adopted them into their camp, they gave them mattresses and clean water. I never had clean water to drink. I came back from the hospital. I had not made 2 hours in my house. They just came and picked me up. I didn't take my medicines. I didn't take anything. I'd been admitted at the Bingo Hospital for 1 month, for 1 week. And when I came back, less than an hour and a fraction in my house, they came and picked me up. And that was it. So in that camp, what happened was that I'm allergic to smoke. And they smoke their cigarettes mixed with whatever, I don't know. And this got me very initiated, toxic, and up to today, sometimes when I travel, you see me wobbling. So it was not a nice, it was not an experience that I want any other person to experience. But suffice it to say that when they interviewed me, the interviews I gave them, proposing what they could do, proposing the way forward, the interview was too hard for them that they never brought it out. So it's unfortunate. And when thereafter the abducted Cardinal Tumi, the forum saw some of the bishops, pastors, etc., I knew that this thing had gotten out of hand and they were going to get nowhere with what they were doing. Because in every war, there are some people that you can respect them. But in this situation, there's no respecter, there are no respecter of persons. And as long as they had the guns, they can kill their mothers, they can behead the women, they can behead leaders. It is unfortunate. And just the sight of it, that you are in that camp, makes the world of a difference.
Let's allow the chairman to take some water. Chairman, please don't go away. When you would have taken a sip, we'll come back to you. You listen to an important personality, a father, a grandfather like him, going through that type of thing.
Well, Killian, for your information, I was kidnapped as well. I spent 4 days at the Amber Camp in the Southwest. You know, so I can understand exactly what the chairman is talking about because I've been a victim as well. It's not an experience that any normal human being would want to go through. First, we are talking about people, some have never even seen the 4 walls of a primary school. They live permanently on marijuana, whiskey, and tramadol or whatever, and drugs. And you know what it means to take a sophisticated weapon and give to a school dropout or to an illiterate. Human life is no longer sacrosanct. In fact, these guys have made human life, we are worse than animals now. Because the way they kill human beings, you don't, even a fowl, even a goat cannot be molested to that extent. So I am still insisting, and I'm saying that this issue has sincerely gotten out of hand.
Yeah,
it has. Something has to be done. Somebody need to do something, some way to stop this madness.
Exactly. Let us check whether the chairman, Fru Ndi, is still on the line. We'll finish and let him go, and we continue with the debate. If the chairman, Fru Ndi, is still on the way, the question that we are asking here today is, who is fueling the conflict, and what should be done to stop this senseless war?
Getting and encouraging the people are abroad. They are not here in the country. And with the international conventions, I don't know why, from Parliament, from Senate, they cannot pass a law to get these people extradited for Cameroon so that they face the arm of the law. Because, like, all of them out there, their children are going to school, they're working, but coming out here, children should not go to school. Properties are destroyed, and these people are under unbearable tortures that life has become miserable for them. But I do hope that we'll reconcile ourselves, especially at this time of Lent, this time of Easter, that the sermons are on reconciliation, so that we see how we can rebuild our country.
The John Fru Ndi, the national chairman of the Social Democratic Front, for taking your time to contribute on Press Hour today. Thank you once again.
Killian, there is something.
Well, let me I want to say something. Permit me just to react.
Yes, it's okay.
Well, I want to thank the chairman.
Yes, when you react, you just go to, I'm going to start answering the question, who is responsible?
Yes,
who is fueling this?
Of course.
Yes.
It was just like making a small correction. I'm not correcting the chairman, who is my father. But the question you asked about the SDF, or the idea that the SDF brought transparent boxes and transparent elections. I want to say it is important to give to Caesar